Welcome back. We're gonna continue with Sunless Sea. Last time we explored a bit more of the northeast. Mainly just looking for. Yeah, there was nothing here that we could do. Mainly looking for the mountains so that we have a contract to sell some unregistered souls for. We still haven't found it. So we did another route down. We also found out that we can go to Vanderbright and back down, and that is enough to make a profit by selling the wine, plus by dropping in on Hunter's Keep. We normally also get into a fight around here, and that's useful for making money, because sometimes they have good items. But we're going to go back up north, I think, and then clear this area and see if there's if the mountain's up there. If not, I'd assume it's here, because we were told northeast. So it's either like here or here. I mean, it could be all the way over here, but I feel like that's unlikely as one of the first quests. We also found this door, which is really interesting. Gate, sorry, not door. This is a gate to a new section, essentially. Or at least that's what I understand it as. We learned that there's a sea underneath the sea, but not like the submariner idea that you can like go underwater, but like there's another area that's even darker than this place. But to do that, we have a quest we have to do a quest through a person in London, and we don't really want to do that right now because we're barely surviving realistically. So we're just not going to do that. We're going to set sail and head north. Oh, there's a boat we can go hunt. Pirate. I still don't know. Oh, it's gonna shoot. That's for 5. I need to pay more attention to when I can fire safely. Looted scuttle her. Lean pickings. Stout crate. 4 supplies. Good. That's good. We go north. Oh, that was the boat. So when we were at Shepherd's Isle, they talked about a island that didn't have a bridge to it, so it's that one, I assume. Also, we got something that waits us at port. So whenever we find a port, we can do a plot line. There's something here. Or it looks like there's something here. At least it's rocks. Oh, also we can go combat. We can throw a Z-bat. See if that finds anything. It's discovered something. Click on the message to mark the location on your map. Underwater some distance to the southwest. To the southwest. We can't go underwater though. It should be like right here, but no, we can't. We can't go underwater. Thank you, Z-Bat. Would you like to try again? Some distance to the north. Okay, there we go. Mount Palmerston, which is where we want to go. Oh yeah, there it is. Where's the dock there? Okay, so we can turn off our light as we're close by. What's our terror? 19. Ooh, that's a cool looking volcano. I really do like the art style of this. It's a very like flat, but still shows stuff, if that makes any sense. Mount Palmerston. Brimstone? Always brimstone. Okay, so we got the sullen lights, glow green, and the jetty edge, or we can go to the crater. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. We'll go to the mountain first. Sullen lights grow green at the jetty's edge, behind the port's buildings. The island is knee-deep in ash. There are ruins here and there of houses destroyed by fire. Far above, the mountain's top flickers red just for an instant. Why would they still live there? Okay. Take note of a veiled woman. Middle-aged woman in a veiled hat is staring at you, waiting for you to notice and listen to her. This requires a submariner. Explore the island. Tangles of thorned scrub climb the rocky slopes of the volcano. This is if something awaits us, which it does, but we may want to use that somewhere else. Engage an officer, the merciless modicate. Yes, we will go. You will do nicely. I need a ship, dear heart, and I rather flatter myself that you need me. The merciless Modius is a first officer who increases iron veils and heart, but this requires 5 bales of parabola linen. Either or. And we also already have a first captain. Chat to the port folk about the brimstone convention. There was a revolution in hell, and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. That's our port report one. Okay, we can do that. A shrug and a curse. They didn't do us any harm. They stay up there and we stay down here. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for all of us, isn't it? Okay, and then we have deliver your smuggled souls. A hooded figure with a lantern waits at the far end of the quarry. That one we do need to go and give. A hurried exchange. You give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and receive a chitty marked with thief sign. You receive the promise remuneration in London. Oh, Yule. You lost one unstamped crate. You delivered the souls to Mount Palmerston. Palmerston. Or we can dig among the ruins. This takes supplies. We do have 9 of them. Perhaps the villager left valuables behind. You could pick over their remains to see what you might find, you ghoul. But this has a 66% or 60% chance, so I don't really want to do that. Exploring the island might be our next thing to do. Engineers, no. Shops. Okay, so we can buy devil bone dice here for 19. Oh, we can also buy fuel cheap here because this is 9, and at London it's 10. Okay, so that's cheap. Zoop. The color, old blood on snow. The taste, paprika, mushrooms, irony. The recipe, closely guarded. Or we can buy supplies. Supplies are more expensive. I feel like we buy a few supplies. How much does he want? 7. 7. Okay, he wants 7. Okay. So we can buy 7. How much would that cost us? Shops. 19 times 7, so 20 times 7 is 140. We don't have enough. But we can buy some of them. But then there's no point in buying some of them. Okay. We can't sell anything. Okay. So then we buy our fuel instead. We can explore the island. We'll do that. A vista. The Z opens out beneath a high cliff. A view from above. A high place. The Z like a rippled sheet of night green jade. The roof of the neath above. Bellied with stalactites, meaning it comes from the head, because tight means head in Latin, I think. I think it's Latin. And pricked with false star. Look out across the water. What are you thinking of? The other one is stalagmites versus stalactites, if you want to know the difference. I always know the other one I always think of, besides tight meaning head, is stalagmites poke you in the bum. But then you could probably confuse that with, like, stalagmites might hit you in the eye or something, you know. So not the best one. I like tights just because I know that tight is the head in one of the either Greek or Latin, I'm not sure. It's in a lot of the romantic languages like French, Spanish, whatever, so I would think it's Latin. Your future. From up here, your future looks glorious, if not exactly bright. So unlocked with objective ambition. Find your father's bone, or retire, or become London's most venerated explorer. We have that one. Found your own private kingdom. Sail east beyond the Z. Liberate the secret immortality. Your past as a scholar. The years before you came to Z, studying time, blood, and starlight, the joy of knowledge, the shame of mockery. So this unlocks if our mirrors are not 100. And because we're a natural philosopher, we can pray to the god Silt. You know the assault, sorry, not Silt. You know the words to speak, and here its eyes are on you. So that's because we have its attention. Or we can pray to Storm. And it's the exact same. Or Stone. You know the words to speak, and in this place, perhaps her eyes are on you. And perhaps her eyes. That one's different. Why is that one different? All the wide back sea. Where does it end? We could pray to a god. Or we could look at our future or as a scholar. Let's try with our future. Go. Better days coming. You are the captain of your ship, but never the captain of your fate. One day, though, one day, you are... That was all, you lost to terror. Okay, that's it. And we can't even go to the summit anymore because we don't have an action. Okay. Well, we found that. So we'll go north and circle around and then head back down. Oh, wait, I want to buy fuel. That's right. Ship. Oh, also, no, there's no boats to buy. We can buy some fuel. Yeah, 50. That'll leave us a bit. But then we have 14 fuel, which is nice to have. But we'll still toggle our light on and off to make sure that we don't burn too much fuel. I wish that was a different button. Because I'm using, like, L's on the other side of the keyboard for QWERTY. Is there anything up here? Is this just... No, this is just the edge. Okay. Because we're in light from these, we don't have to have the light on without our ticks increasing. Oh, okay. We have another thing we can do. Let's go back then. Because I want to pray to one of the gods. See what that does. The other one just reduced our terror, which we can deal with. We know how to deal with that. Or we could go to... No, let's not go to the crater. Let's just pray to a god. Because I feel like those actually have impact. Obviously, there's no proof. They kind of... I assume the devs wanted that it's... kind of up in the air whether or not they exist based on the wording and stuff like that, which is an interesting idea. But do you explore island? Oh, we got something else into here. Said a privateer encampment. There was an empty cliff top above the bleak waves. Now it blazes with color. Striped tents, colored flames, and music of pianola and kettle drum. Mustachioed women and languorous men play chess, carve bones, eat cats, and polish their terrifying brass weapons. These are Iron Republic privateers, pirates whose practice contravene the very laws of nature. So we could attack them. They are numerous, but lost to wine and music, you will have the element of surprise. But it's very hard to know exactly what those weapons will do. We have a 50-50 shot, or we can creep close and eavesdrop. The Republic is privy to the gossip of hell. Creep close and you learn impossible secrets. That's a 43, so we take the 55 or 50%. Disorienting battle. Your first volley does satisfactorily grievous damage, but a half dozen privateers snatch up weapons. Oh wait, I forgot the top. Attack. They are numerous, but lost to wine and music. You will have the element of surprise, but it's very hard to know exactly. Oh, wait, that was before. Never mind. Whoops. Half dozen privateers snatch up weapons. One is a sort of Gatling gun. One appears to fire bubbles composed of rainbow meat. A third makes it rain in your heart. The fourth weapon explodes in a shower of fat purple sparks that chirp like canaries and chew their way through everything in the encampment. Privateers, tents, loot. The battle is over before it's begun, but by the time it's safe to approach, the sparks have devoured many of the privateers' treasures. You are fortunate. That's all for now. You gain 96 echoes. You gained 1 terror, and you gained 7 fragments. That's enough to buy all the dice we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now we can leave. Wonderful. Then we can head back and we can make a lot of money from that. Yeah, we want to go pretty much directly. Well, we can go see the Chapel of Lights. Because every time we do that, every report we get a fuel. So, also we don't need the lights on right now. Never mind, that's ticking up quite a bit. Now it doesn't matter if the lights are on. Hello. Nope. I don't know what you are, but you're not fighting me, so I don't care. There's a light here, but there's fog through it. Or there's a star, I should say. Oh, we had the lights on. Whoops. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. This is a vortex. We already know if there's a vortex. It's just not marked on the map for some reason. Hello, what are you? Mountain Nomad? We look at it. And then we leave. The black glass mountain that eats ships. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're good. We don't need to... okay. So that just... 45 damage? How in the world are you supposed to avoid that? Okay. Well, we're here. We can... gather intelligence. Get the report. Cool. We could eat. Let's eat. It's the exact same, but we don't gain the cannibal perk, so that's good. We could attend to service. 90%. We don't have a lot of supplies, though. Offers, bring your offerings. We can do that. Okay. Attend to service at the chapel. The great bell tolls, a few and ragged faithful gathering for St. Arthur's lesson. Bring your offerings. Echo in the chapel. Oh yes, the priest says, smiling. The drowned man hums tonight. His songs like fish row clouds the water. He waits for the congregation ascent. We will feel him in the harps of us, and if his tune is caught, it will be raised to the sky where the bright birds pass. Here, the congregation cries out like birds, and the cries rattle away into the rafters. And the air hangs solitary, and the gods no longer frown. At the end of the service you leave, your lips still wet with a stomach filled with secrets. You could grow rich on this diet if you live. You succeed in the page challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. You've gained 1 secret. You lost 5 supplies. You gained 10 terror. Oh, that's not good. You now have 1 St. Arthur's lessons and memoirs. The lesson of the chapel. Memoirs, the lessons of the chapel. You've heard the priest's words, seen his smile of red and white. And you gain 1 mana unaccountably peckish. High risk challenge. Reject what you have learned. Just turn aside these lessons, leave a red taste in you, but it won't be easy to free yourself from the redness. We need a lot more hearts. I don't want to do that. I want to wait for you to leave. Oh, hi, there's another iceberg. Well, another monster. Oh, we can't even repair our ship. Could you go anywhere else? Anywhere else. I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck here with me if you don't feel like leaving. My hunger's not ticking up. I'm just waiting for you to disappear. It's all that's gonna happen. Okay. Where are we going? We can't go south because the monsters are there. We can go north and then Codex and then down. We don't have a lot of hunger or supplies, but we should have enough to do that. Yeah, I'll do that. We can go full tilt. I was thinking that still too. I was thinking while watching the last recording of like, is it even worth using one, even if it's more fuel efficient? Because it's not that much more fuel efficient, or it's unlikely to be. I think it just changes how often the ticks happen. But then, but I'm not sure if it increases our hunger more then. That's my concern. So we can drop our light. We want to go Codex, then the other one, just to grab their, what's it called? The port reports. Also, we have something awaits you at port, which we could use. Here we need to go between these and then down. After from the foredeck. Probably should keep my light on just because my terror is so high. Should be decreasing now. The pip's not my actual terror. It's a lot of lifebergs. Supplies, you're running low on supplies. When you run out, your crew will begin to starve. You can buy more in certain ports. Yeah. Dock. Isle. We've been here before. We can compile a report. You now have a report. Shops. No, I can't buy. That's a very expensive. Okay. Then we go east. Or west. Sorry, west. Yeah. East is there. And it said one of the ambitions is to go past the sea, which is an interesting thing. That's a case that you can do. Because, like, realistically, like, fuel-wise, it won't take much. Okay, monster. No, you can go away, Lifeberg. Also, we can drop the light. Okay. The House of the Question. Northwest of Withertown, the House of the Question stands alone. Here, the initiates of the house make offerings to the three gods of the deep sea, and perhaps a fourth who is not a god. It's the one place in Wither where you can sometimes get a straight answer for a price. Gain the attention of a god is useful chiefly for lifting curses. Oh, interesting. So we can ask about the drowned man, but that costs 100 echoes, or we can defy the gods, spit on the floor, curse the priest, overturn an altar. This will increase your iron and hearts by 5 up to 110, and you set your terror to 0, but you will never be able to remove any god's curse or benefit in certain ways. Yeah, we're not going to curse the gods. As high as our terror is, we can deal with it. So we can go here. We can explore the town. We can, well, gather intelligence. We want to do that. And then... Oh, we need more, need more gold. Or echoes, sorry. Shop. Do you sell fuel? This one buys fuel, or sells fuel for Tale of Terror, but I don't have that. Okay, let's explore the town. Explore the town. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of gray stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. The wind speaks. You fall into revere as you wander the shores. There are words in the wind, a story of sorts, of a gate in the north, of a pale light that began there, of a drowned light that will end there, of a high wilderness that other ships may sail. You lift your eyes on the wall of a saltwork. Someone has scrawled, "Is there a sea more sunless?" Yeah, this was what I was talking about with the gate. So essentially, I think this is talking about the gate, as it's a gate in the north. Pale light that began there. I don't know what that means, but it might be so there was a sailor or monster hunter. It was a monster hunter there that was frozen in ice with her eyeball picked out that she pulled out herself, and then maybe that's a drown light that will end there. And then there's a pale light that began there. Maybe that's the Santa-like person that is in London that has a quest for the area. Of high wilderness that other ships may sail. I don't know what that means. We got the storm's attention. Continue. Okay. We can't do anything shop-wise, so we sit and wait for this lifeberg to go away. Okay, this isn't ticking. Oh, that did tick down. Oh, our hunger does. Okay. Never mind. We leave. Our hunger does increase while sitting in port. Cool. Good to know. We don't have a lantern on. We might get into a battle down here. No, we normally get one into here. We could explore this side. It's showing as unexplored. Oh, hey, another lifeberg. Why are there so many? Okay, there we go. So we can just go straight south. Now, straight into Vanderbright. I think just because we have low supply... Well, we're going to have to buy supplies. And then from there, I think I might do some money rounds of just going to Hunter's Keep, Vanderbright down. And it's just doing that loop over and over again. Pickett's Bluff. Still, we need to go straight south. We're at 50 Terror. Hopefully we can find something to get rid of it. Actually, we can probably use the Hunter's Keep to do that. We can't do this because this costs money. Yeah, everything costs money. Or a strange catch. Tomb. Can we do anything here? We can explore it. We can gather gossip. Continue. The first curator. We have a quest from him, but there's nothing. I don't think we can do anything about it. Given your hunter's eye. I saw it once. I saw it long ago when I first came here below. Okay. I could hand that in. Given your eyeless skull. Yes, I want to forget. We can hand that in. Awaiting pedestal? Pedestal. At its direction, you place the skull atop a dripstone pedestal. A stalagmite. See, mite. Once. now carved with crockets and grimacing faces. Irago sparks crawl across it. For a moment, you forget what you were doing. Thank you, the curator whispers. Perhaps you have saved me from the sanatorium, and perhaps the emergence will be less painful. Its chest pulses feebly. You accept a small, large black pearl. A single, sorry, not small, a single huge black pearl the curator fancies grow worse, but it pays well. You no longer have any of this. A page from the Iago. Wait, what? I didn't have that in the first place. Page Pelican? Huh? Oh, each of these isn't okay, so we need to collect the items, it's not colors. So a hunter's eye goes in there. Yeah. The driest of chuckles. My left eye is blind. Should I replace it with this one? It will be no blinder. This is the one. This is the eye that we got at the gate. Yeah, the hunter's eye. Yeah. Perhaps I will see within. It raises the hand with the hunter's eye towards its concealed face. No sound is undescribable, but some should be. This is one. Let us not trouble ourselves with its nuances, its reminders of a marsh and gangrene and crystallid emergence. Take, it says. Its voice is ragged. It gestures at the side table, where a spear tusk sits. A pearl tiara is perched jauntingly atop the tusk. Both, apparently, are yours. So we gained one hunting trophy. Your prey is vanquished, but this remains. We gained one captivating treasure. You look away eventually. If you made an ironclad will, you can convert these into heirlooms for your successor. I'm assuming we can sell them too. And we no longer have the page from the narrow bow, neither bow, pelican. Yeah, depart for now. Continue. We can explore Vanderbright. Here, they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building is in threes seems abandoned. A withered garden. Dead fir trees have carpeted a little park with old brown needles. A little group of tomb colonists stand around another laying on the bench. Unexpectedly, you find yourself reminded of physicians and midwives at a birthing coach. The colonist on the beach, he's old, withered to sticks, groans horribly, though the fir needles deaden the sound. Something moves in his chest, like a sea creature surfacing, or a butterfly breaching a cocoon. The other colonist spots you and close ranks around him. Stay back, Smoothkin, one hisses. This is his breaking out. Your time will come. There is a kind of rapture in her voice. This is his breaking out. Do we have something inside of us, or is it just like, well, immediately I think of Alien, of course, because thing bursting out of somebody. But I don't know. You now have one tale of terror. Recall it. Then light a candle. Light another. And we gained one terror. We gained 15 fragments, and we lost our plot thing. Oh yeah, we have a cask of mushroom wine. We probably should buy one. Ah, but we're so close. Do we have news? We don't have news. So the chances that we get here, how long did that take? Ah, we risk it. We got like 2 hunger essentially, because it's gonna go up to here, then down, and then yeah, we should be fine. Also, we take our little target lamp for fuel efficiency, even though we probably care more about our terror level. Oh, we could kill the bats and get something. Risked it, but we're good. Gather up the corpses. 1 supply, gained 1 terror. We lost terror? When did we lose terror? I'm not sure why we lost terror. Ah, we do have something waits you at port, so we can go talk to Lucy, decrease our terror. Also, we don't need to be in battle anymore. Drop the light. And park. Perfect. Go up to the house. Crunch across the gravel up to... Wait. This is different. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist, like 100 other undersea islands. A grand house rises on the rocks. A silhouette empty of lights. The uncut grass on the lawn bends, rises, bends again in the breeze. You smell damp stone and faintly blood. Go up to the house. Crunch across the gravel, up to the door. The brass of the door knocker is tarnished. The paint is beginning to peel in the salt sea air. No one answers, but the door is unlocked. I have 100% chance of succeeding, okay? Words in darkness. The hall is dark. The parlor, too. There are signs of disturbance here and there. A smashed cup. An overturned piano stool. Scratching on the walls. You bend to pick up a piece of paper and hold it to the light. It's an unfinished poem. You think the handwriting might be Phoebe's. The absent moon, the gnarling hunger in the heart, the well, the sea, a great many crossings out. There are sounds from downstairs, from the kitchen. You push open the door, cautiously. Something clings to the ceiling. Something turns Yellow's eyes to you and hisses. You succeeded in a mirror challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. You explored the silent house on Hunter's Keep. You've been known to visit the 3 sisters of Hunter's Keep. You gained 1 terror, gained 10 fragment, and something somewhere has changed. The thing in the kitchen. Okay. Oh, okay, I just had to go back. So I can go to the silent house. Search the house. This house seems empty. All is still. Why then do you have the sense that there's not much time remaining? So we can search the house, discover whatever you can about what happened here. We have a 72% chance of success because our mirror is so high. We can loot the house. Musical instruments, curios, jewelry, even Phobe's paintings will sell. It's robbery, not salvage. But if we don't, somebody else will. I don't want to loot the house. I want to search the house. Secrets. You can spend secrets to improve your abilities. If you do so, right-click on the offer. To do so. Yeah, we already know that. We have like 10 secrets at this point because I don't really know what I should do with them. Besides upgrading abilities. A distinct song. You cock your head and listen. Someone is singing. A woman's voice. Soft over the fountain, lingering falls the southern moon. The song takes you up the winding stairs to the turret at the back of the house. You try the door at the top, locked. The voice ceases. It was Phobe's voice. You call out to her. What's happened? We wanted their stories, she explains reasonably. We only wanted their stories in the beginning. We get so starved for stories out here. But then Lucy, she breaks down and sobs, in sobbing. Want us to break down the door. Your bosun whispers. Bosun? Bosun? Whispers. While you're considering the answer, one of your crew swears and points. Smoke is leaking from beneath the door. I deserve an ending, Phobe calls out. When you press your hand to the door, you can feel the heat on your palm. You succeed in the mirrors challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. The House of Hunter's Keep is aflame. You gained 1 terror. Tale of Terror, sorry. Now 2. You gain 2 terror. Now a total of 53, and you gain 40 fragments. Phobe the Arsonist. The fire begins in Phobe's turret room, but spreads quickly. Sailors tumble, choking from the door as the smoke bellows out. The yellow-eyed maid leaps from a window and streaks across the lawn on all fours. I guess that's what the yellow-eyed thing was? Watch, it's all you can do, or we can try saving Phobe. Her mind may be lost to grief and madness, but perhaps you can save her flesh from the fire. That's a weird thing to say. I mean, we're going to save her, obviously. We'll try to. We have a 54% chance. But, like, saving her flesh from the flames is a weird thing to say. We do this. Well, I got an achievement. A desperate rescue. A bucket chain passed up water from the Z, enough to slow the flames a fraction and to soak the cloths you wrap yourself in. You dash through the flames, your skin crisping, eyebrows sizzling, your hair grows back patchy after. Phobe is slumped against the wall. You seize her, sling her over her shoulder, dash out. The spine of the house breaks with a roar as the roof falls in. Sparks fly up towards the false stars so far above. The death of the house takes hours, but it is total. Only a cindered shell remains. Phobe weeps when she wakes. Racking sobs sobs that shake her body. You should have left me, is all she will say, for the longest time. Her face is horribly burnt. She goes bandaged after, like the half-dead of the tomb colonies. Perhaps she's half-dead herself. It can be difficult to tell in the neath. You succeed in the Veil's challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. You lost one crew. Now we're down to 6. You now have the Scarred Sister. So she was the youngest sister of the Keeper's house. Hunter's Keep 3. Now her home is gone. She will not show her face, nor speak of what occurred, but she is prepared to use her education to help heal your crew. I already have a doctor. You lost 5 terror. That's all for now. The House of Hunter's Keep is a blackened shell. You now have 1 port report. Keep's end. The lights are gone from the keep. Oh, that's sad. Why Phoebe? Why not Lucy? We liked Lucy. Lucy got rid of our terror. Okay. Hunter's Keep in ruin. The lawns are weedy meadows walked by the wind. The gravel paths have sunk to mud. The house is a jumble of charred stones and timber. Pick over the ruins of the great house. Fungus and caravan vines are already reclaiming the masonry. We can do that. Peace in the rooms. No one has come to reclaim Hunter's Keep. Well, it's been like 2 minutes. Despite its proximity to London, the place has an eerie reputation. It's difficult to say why. Today? It's difficult to say why today. The place is as peaceful as a folly in the park. I think that just means like run or something. The air is still, far above the water. The lights of London grow. You lost 5 terror. The house of it's still a blackened shell. We gained 1 memory of distant shores. Oh, I gained an outlandish artifact. Nice. We only need 5 more. Can we do it again? Wind weeds water, tumbling stone, the garden unwinding gently into disorder, week on week, nothing more. Can we just do that over and over again? Okay. Okay. It doesn't increase anything, no. Cool. Hold. So we have that. Where's our artifacts? Are they in our journal? Huh? Hold. Oh, they're down here. The curiosities in our cargo. Of course they are. What is the difference between this? Because that's an artifact. That's a physical item. Whatever. I guess it's not a specific item as the devil bone dice. Also, we have like no food still. Okay, well, we have surgeons, the Scarred Sister. That is better. Gives 5 hearts instead of 1. Yeah. We can swap that out. We can talk to her, speak to her. She's usually in the sick bay or up on deck, listening to the wind, watching for the rare storms of the undersea. Invite her to dine with you and talk about storms. Increase your hearts. Confide in her, she will confide in you. Spend a secret to improve your hearts, unless it's higher than 100. Invite her to dine with you and ask her to talk about what happened at Hunter's Keep. I want to do that at some point, but I don't have the supplies. Our hearts are low. That is true. We probably should. How many secrets do we have? 6. We do that 1. Memory. She knows a remarkable amount of for one so young. I have a good memory, but I think sometimes, she tells you, that it comes at a price. I've almost forgotten my own name, but I remember everything else. And my name isn't so very important, isn't? Is it? Gain 1 heart. I am. Yeah. I guess we leave then. That's sad. Can't believe we lost to Lucy and I don't remember the other person's name. Something with a C, right? Lucy was the one that we were talking to the most of. But that's okay. Well, sad still. Did it change? Because it's still like a house, but it's a shell. I don't know if it looked like that before. Also, we're not going 2 times speed. Whoops. We are now out of food. But we're close to London, so we should be fine. What happens if we send the Z-Bat out? Why are there bats here? Shouldn't they be, like, killed? Oh, cool. We got us something awaits you at port. Fun. Dock. Returning to London, the lights of London welcome you home. The story light only appears. Yeah, we collect messages. Let's see. Something has changed underneath. Another day, Time the Healer. Time and Z will change in London. Someone wants to sign on. The blind bruiser attends to businesses on the dock. You now have one of these. Another day, a free evening, and the Rose Market hasn't changed. I do want to change the Rose Market, but I can talk to the blind butler. Souls delivered. What a preposterous and encouraging occasion this is to meet again, here in this place which has been so very fortunate for us both. Allow me to shake you warmly by the hand, since you have demonstrated your unswerving commitment to fair dealings and honest convoyage. Very good. My patron will toast you. You need... So I can either accept payment or refuse payment. But I'll accept payment. Accept payment. You do need to cover your costs. An encouraging leer. Here is your commission and a little fuel and a few barrels of biscuits. What a certain other captain has widely surrendered for the common good. I will take the good word to my patron, and if I am a man of my word, we will see each other again. Unless a whale eats you, of course, in which case I hope you will not think poorly of me, wishing that we will not. Interesting. Okay. Well, we gained 2 supplies, gained 5 fuel, gained 200 echoes, which is good. A little request. Once more, we find ourselves here on the quarry side. That is, I suppose you might say, the lip of the well of opportunities. Let us both drink deeply from this well, by which mean my patron as a task for you. Take a payment across the sea and bring back a little package. Agree. Of course, if you return to London without the little package, I will probably have something sharp to say about it. Yeah, we could take it on another commission. 1,000 echoes. Nice. Sorry, I have a problem of jumping ahead. Agree, of course. If you return to London without the little package, I will probably have something sharp to say about it. Oh, I reread that. Here's the money. Don't lose it. Now bring the package back here. And it is my hearty recommendation that you avoid the ungentle attentions of the excise. On account of if you return without that package, it is of no interest to my patron whether you have lost it or had it taken from you. Good luck, good luck. If you return to London without an unstamped crate of brilliant souls before completing this task, there's a risk the blind bruiser will take offense. We gained 1,000 echoes. You've been asked to pick something up. You've been asked to collect a package from Polytherium in the Sea of Voices. You've been asked to pick up a package and return it to London. Don't come back with it. I don't know where that is. The blind bruiser has departed. Okay. Next, we can go to... Oh, we also have a tutorial. Such wealth. You've earned enough echoes to buy better equipment for your ship. Check on the shop's tab. A new engine or deck weapon would be good first purchase. Yeah, no, I don't have that money for that. I have it for getting a package. Speaking of which, I need to trade in a memory of distant shores, which I gain 10 echoes for. I can give a Z story for 10 echoes. I can trade in another one, and I've increased my favor with them to level 6 and gain 10 echoes. We could trade in captivating treasure. Yeah, might as well. Glinting eyes. Oh my, teeth barred in a hungry grin. There's something odd about those teeth. And if there were too many of them. As if there were too many of them. This will make quite a dent in my acquisitions budget, but worth it, I think. Yes, worth it. You lost 1 captivating treasure. You've gained 1,000 echo. Nice. And we've increased our favor by 2 points. We can trade in another one for another 1,000 echoes. Nice. Nice. Okay, leave that. Then we go to... not Rose Market, not you. We go to the recruit. Who awaits your attention? Someone wants to sign on. Engaging an officer, the Carnelian exile. Captain, I know the way. Let me show you. That's a first officer. We do want to get more sailors. Can I only get one? Hire on crew. Oh, there we go. That's 30 echoes. Okay. So, yes, we want to do that. You lost 30 echoes. You lost 1 sail. You gained 2 crew. Nice. Okay. Rich pickings. Your tall tales find a ready audience. Guard and seasoned men and women tramp aboard and find places to sling hammocks. Now we're at 9. We should be good. We do need to repair our boat. Badly damaged and short of money. How much is this? 100? This is 75. Okay, so we go like that. Your hull quality is full. Good. Okay, next we need to go to the Admiralty. And not you, submit reports. Mount Palmerston, the Brimstone Convention. They troubled me, Captain. Cool, submit it. Gained 40, gained 1 favor, confirmed, and 1 fuel. Vendor Bright. 10 Echo. 1 fuel. Wither. 20 Echo. 1 fuel. Hunter's Keep. And Trusted Keepers. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are citizens of her enduring majesty. Notionally? Notionally? Sorry to tell you. Open shock. This is ghastly news. The poor girls. We had warned them that they weren't safe, but it had been so long. I thought, well, it's done. Thank you. I will have to look into the matter of a supply post. Gain 20 echo. No favor, gain the fuel. Yeah. Okay. Shepherd's Isle. 27% chance of submitting a fact. Yeah, we don't have high enough fails. We'll just submit a normal one. Friendly scoffing. I agree. It does seem implausible. So many of the stories from that place do. Still, there's a little gold of truth in the mud of rumor from time to time. Your payment, Captain. 10 echoes, 1 favor, 1 fuel. Chapel of Lights. Port, 20 echoes, 1 fuel. Codex, 1 fuel, 20 echoes. Okay. Okay. So we have now in our hold 18 fuel. Nice. And then we have to buy supplies. Ooh, yeah, they're not cheap. But we could buy a few. Okay, we do need 1,000, so we can't buy too much. But, oh, also we can send into this. The Venture's Desires. I will need your help. If he has made 2 requests, you can fill either one. Something precious. They sell these in Mount Palmerston, somewhere in the north of the Undersea. 500 for 7 barrels of the things. You won't find a better price. We could do that. When I was a boy, I asked my nurse, when you break a law, what happens to the pieces? Now I know. Now I know. But I need something else. Your venture has a request. Speak to him further or check your journal. You gained 1 objective. The venturer's venture. Now total 2, a dream, and a scheme. Gained 50 echo, lost 7 devil dice. As I cost 140, that's a good deal. I need your help. He has 2 requests. You can fulfill either one. So something for Luren. You can find it in Urim or Dreams. I don't know which is easier to find. Actually, they sell it down at Wolfstack, but where's the romance in that? Or the profit? 700 echoes for 7 bales. Something durable. Murder of enough monsters, or you can purchase it in Shelanate, far to the east. They flood it with dead monsters. I'm not. They are flooded with dead monsters. I'm not. 500 echoes. Yes is generous. Be quick. I don't have the ivory. How much is this? 7 bales of parabola. Yeah, there's no profit in doing that. Cool. Good to know. Okay, so we can do the lodgings. We can read the news. Gained 1 supply, lost a terror. Nice. We can rest in our room, which we might want to do. We could buy a new house. Or buy an elegant townhouse. I kind of want to do that. Let's do that. Sailor's service. You have your crew cart your things from the blind helmsman men to your new address. If anyone reputable calls, they'll pass as servants. Respectable? Yeah. Resting is now more expensive, but more effective. Effective? You lost 1,000 echoes. You can now large in echoes. But I have a study. Yeah. Once your lodging has yeah. Once your lodgings are large enough to support a study, you can create items such as an ironclad will, a whispering trophy cabinet, or Zong of the Sea. The clock ticks. The gaslight wickers. Shadows lie quiet. Create a shrine to stone. You know the hymns, the prayers, the traditions. Perhaps you believe, perhaps you don't. Bill, comfort the sailors. The process of creating the shrine to stone will increase your hearts by 7, as high as 200. And the shrine is an auxiliary iron worth a further 7. Okay. So I need a captivating treasure and 7 secrets. Interesting. Create an anatomy cabinet. You've learned so much. Now create an object lesson that will guide you in the destruction of your enemies. This will increase your iron by 7 and auxiliary item worth a further 7. Is that worth? Because like 7 secrets. I can increase my iron by 7 with that, and it doesn't cost the relics. Like I can't use it then as an auxiliary item, but I feel like there's better items for that, like the torpedo net, for example. Create a serene aquarium. You know the secrets of the particular specimen. Construct an environment that will display it in best advantage. This boosts mirrors. Create a monstrous almanac. You can fill whole shelves of note paper from what you've learnt of the Z, its monsters, its treasures, its secret, and so you will. This increases pages. Create a whispering trophy case. Yes, yes. Where the bones are emplaced, you will hear them when you sleep. This increases veils. Write a will. The court of Chancy, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom it may devour. Ensure it doesn't get its lion tentacles on your property when you're done. When you die, this will ensure that your heir retains your lodging and any heirlooms you've accumulated. Adorn your lodging with captivating treasure. Convert captivating treasure into heirlooms, and they'll adorn your lodging until the day you die. After that, your family will possibly sell them. This is a way to pass on money to your next children. You can have no more than 11 harems or 16 in a mansion. That's weird. And you'll need to pay a small fee to write these treasures into the will. Convert a collection of outlandish artifacts into heirloom. Individually, these artifacts are interesting. Together, they're unique. This is a way to pass on money to your next character. You'll need to pay a small fee to write these treasures into your will. Okay, we don't want to do any of those. Okay, actually, no, let's go back to our lodging. So I can visit a study, rest in your elegant townhome, heal 2 wounds, and give you 2 restful nights. Do not already have some. You can sell your townhome. Times are hard. Perhaps you should return to a simpler life. We can purchase a Z-side mountain. Z-side, sorry. Somewhere up by the Prickfinger Waste, but not too near the carnival. Something with a view. That costs 10,000. Consider retirement from Z-faring life. Maybe it's time. This allows you to review options which will end the game. You can safely scrutinize them without choosing one. I think I'll do this. I want to see what we need. You're ready to end your life at Z before the under Z ends it for you. If you completed an ambition, this is unambiguously a win. Otherwise, perhaps call it a draw. You might be retiring to at least an elegant townhome in any case. You have standards. That's not what we want. We want to do... we want to rest. You lost 15 terror and 100 echoes. That's not great, but it's something, I guess. Take coffee. Take advantage. Cool. I'm wondering if I should do that again, because I have 25. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, no. We're going to do London. We're going to cruise in Wolfstack Docks. Marvelous night out. Sea shanties, fine wine, and warmth of pub fire, and something more. Lost 5 terror. You lost 10 echoes. Nice. And you gain... you have 1 recent news. Cool. Trouble and romance. That night in Wolfstock, you find yourself sharing a table with a lucky lass. She tipsily claims to be a spy. Whatever she is, she's easy to like, and when the evening ends, you're still together. Or I can get a dapper chap. An elegant fellow with a Presbyterite accent and an inexplicably delightful laugh. By the evening's end, it seems natural that he should accompany you home. Someone whose name you do not afterwards would recall. Your only love is a Z. You'll take comfort where you find it, but that's all it is. Okay, so essentially this is saying that, like, we could have a romance if we want, and we can do lasser chap. Do we want a romance? Yeah, might as well. And then we'll just go with girl, yeah. An interlude. The next morning, she gives you a pewter locket. As you reach for it, she grips it briefly in her fist. Don't you dare forget it. Forget me, she says. You now have one of these. A locket from a likely lass. You lost 3 terror. Can I do that? What do I do with that? No. Okay. Let's sell the rose market. I can sell these. I probably should sell this. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this. The veteran privy counselor is seeking outlandish artifact. He is there surveying curios from distant ports, with palace servants in muted slippers. The Empress dislikes loud noises. A collector of sorts. The veteran Privy Counselor holds a mirror behind the artifact, and examines the reflection. Yes. Inferior to London workmanship, obviously, but it will make an acceptable conversation piece nevertheless. He snaps his fingers at a servant. Pay the captain. We lost one outlandish artifact, but we gained 15 echoes. And the rose market is closed. Okay. We don't need crew. We're repaired. We have good supplies. We don't have a... Oh, never mind. We have a ton of fuel. Okay, so that means... wait, what? Oh, in our hold is a locket. A say? This can't be sold on the London market. Okay. This can't be sold. Yep. Can any of the fuel? No. Anything be sold? I could buy a bunch of mushroom wine now and sell that. I don't really need to. We could sell our gun. That'd be tempting. We do kind of want to buy a new gun. That might be worth. Because this is like, what, 24 damage? Warm-up time forms 4 seconds with this. 4 seconds. So I can just get a really strong gun. This device is so absorbed a manner as not to be easily credited. It does, nevertheless, permit torpedo attacks. That's torpedo. I don't want that. It would be you. Wait, what? But this one costs 1 torpedo component per use. But this one doesn't. Warm-up time, stagger amount 4 seconds. Stagger amount 4 seconds. So this is the same thing, but it doesn't use ammo. Oh, I guess that's the point of, like, this device operates in so absurd a manner. Okay, we can do that. We'll sell ours then. Hold. Throw that. Does that... I don't have a forward. Do we have something that has a forward that I can buy? No. No. You cost 3,000. Does it just increase as we go? But it would cost 2,000. Yeah, we can't do that. Okay. I don't want to sell that then. But I do need a gun. Okay. For weapon. Deck weapon. Deck weapon. Okay, which is the next best deck weapon? You? You. 15 damage. Okay, we'll do that. Deck weapon. Well, it's better. It's not great, but it's better. Okay. Is there anything else we want to do while here? No, I don't think so. We're ready to head out. But we're going to do that next time. That's for an hour and a half, kind of. Almost. Next time, we're going to be going to find whatever this place was called. Ask you to pick something up. Does it say where? Cannibal Peckish? No. You. Polytherium theme in the Sea of Voice. I don't know where that is. Could be anywhere. But we're gonna do a big old arc and then maybe back if need be. Yeah. How much is the... What do these things sell for? Rocks, 20. We bought them for 19? Yeah. So not really a profit. Okay. Okay, well, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.